What if the thing that you're chasing
Yeah.
can never satisfy you?
I received everything I thought I wanted. All the worldly success that I wanted. And I received it, but I wasn't happy, man.
Sure.
I just started crying, man.
If you lose your success, who are you?
You are worth dying for.
Are you building wealth or becoming whole?
Maybe the gap isn't there to frustrate us. Maybe it's there to form us, bro.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Welcome
Yes.
welcome to the gap.
Yeah.
Welcome
It's
to the-
episode 4, baby.
Four.
4.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just counting in my maths. My maths just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we made it.
Said
We
four.
made it.
Welcome,
We
boy.
made it.
Welcome.
Guys, we're so excited to see you.
Nice to see you.
If it's your first time, welcome. We hope that you feel at home. Like, I mean, as we just at home at the moment.
Yeah, come.
If it's your 4th time,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, well, when? You.
Jay. Yeah, man, honestly, we're
Yeah.
just so grateful for you guys. And honestly, we just want to just thank you, for listening, for watching on YouTube. Because really,
It's been amazing.
it's been a good journey.
It's been amazing.
And we love having you guys on this journey.
Oh,
with
it's
us.
so good, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And like, interacting, bro. Can I call out one person, man?
Call out.
My dad, bro. Like, I'm sorry, guys. My dad, like, he doesn't know how to use, like, phones and social media, but he's found, like, YouTube, and he's gone, and then he goes to comment, some of the first one to like, or first one to comment. Shout out to you, Pops. I just need to throw it out there. I'm sorry.
You time up, bro.
Let's
You can't.
move. Let's move.
And so really, I mean, episode 4, we're really going in, and really, what I want to just start with is like this statement of, what if the thing that you're chasing can never satisfy you?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because really today, bro, we're speaking things about, success, right? That's the one side of this gap, and identity.
Yeah. So the gap between success and identity.
What if that thing that you're chasing, success, can never satisfy you? Right? And really, I think we're going to just...
You're just going to dive into it.
Be like, hey, listen, what does it look like, And I think right off the bat, what do you think, what's your take on success? Let's talk about your take on success.
What does success look like for me, right?
Yeah.
And this is my view of success.
Sure.
And I think I've been quite grateful enough that my view of success has changed as time has gone.
Sure.
Right now, where I'm at as where my view of success is happiness.
Okay.
Like if I'm fully happy and satisfied or content, that is success
I like
for me.
that
You know
word,
what I mean?
content,
Like it's been that. Prior to this, like it's been like my value of success or my view of success was accumulation, was like applause from people, was people like knowing about you and like brushing your ego or whatever. That was my view of success before,
I like it.
and how I termed it or how I grouped myself off. Am I successful? Am I not? But right now, where I'm at right now, it's happiness, man. Like, am I happy?
Yeah, for sure.
Am I happy with where I am in life?
And so if I ask you right now, are you successful? What's your answer to me?
Am I successful? In my lens and my view of success and my definition of success, yes, 100%.
Okay.
I think if we look at the worldly view and the lens of the world and how the world views success, maybe I'm not there yet.
Okay.
But in my view, because how I've almost looked at success and I look at all the buckets in my life and where I fall. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There's queue at work, there's queue at home,
Yeah.
there's queue at church, there's queue in communities, there's queue in relationship, and if all of those buckets, because all of that contributes to who everyone sees today, you know what I mean? Who everyone gets to interact with. So if all of those buckets are happy or somewhat full and content, and I'm pouring into that, then I'd 100% consider myself successful in that space, man.
I hear you.
Well, what about you, bro? But that was a deep question. Like, are you successful? You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. I think, bro, for me, like, when we're speaking about this, like success, I don't feel successful. I really don't feel successful, and I think it's so hard because the world is flashing success at us.
Yeah.
We got 21-year-olds that are making their 10th million already.
Sure.
And I've never made my first. So I really don't feel successful in that way.
Yeah.
But I think when we're speaking about success and identity, I think because I've found my identity in Christ, I am successful.
Sure.
Okay. Because my identity is not rooted in the worldly success, I give rocks about looking successful because that's not where I get my identity. That's not where my success comes from. And so really, if I look at it right now, and it's such a hard wrestle, bro.
Yeah.
Because I can really much be sitting sometimes and going like, yo, Q's making money and I'm not. You know?
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But I think I need to remember what success is to me. I need to remember my identity.
Yeah.
And then I think from there, bro, like there's really a flow of, okay, cool. Like, I can call myself successful because I know my identity. You know, and I think that for me really helps me. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man.
Yo.
That's good, man.
So like, I think as we kind of go as well, I want to know with you, like, how, like, when did you realize? And did you realize that achievements weren't enough for you?
Sure.
Like, was there a point in your life where you were like, you know what, I've chased this thing and it led to nothing?
Okay. Yo, I think I'm glad you said that last part, because the first part of achievements, I think achievements are always cool. It's always nice to set a goal for something and achieve it, right?
Sure.
But where it's almost like chasing something and receiving whatever you're chasing and that feeling. So like chasing wealth or career success or whatever that looks like and achieving that. And how does that feel? There's so much into that, man.
Yeah.
And let's get real around that conversation, because I think for me specifically, man, yo, Nico, growing up, man, I like being a center of attention, bro. You know, like if lights, cameras, and action looking at me, bro. You know, I think every child goes through that. Maybe not every child, but you know what I mean? Like for me, that was the real thing, bro. So I always wanted more for myself in a way, and I always like push the boundaries of what I could achieve and trying to achieve as much as I can in a short space of time. You know what I mean? So the example that, to answer your question very directly, is I always wanted to be the youngest brand manager, like in like, you know, in corporate or whatever, like the youngest guy to achieve this feat of success. And I remember when I got the job that I have now and moved to Joburg, man, that success was there. Like I was, because I'd always wanted to be a brand manager at a very young age and drive a brand and have a nice place, have a nice car, you know, be very financially stable, so to speak. So that was always my goal. So even in terms of how I worked, how I showed up in places, whatever, like it was always to be like the first to do this. Yeah. So to answer your question now of what did that feel like, it was quite humbling, man, because it was almost like I received everything I thought I wanted. All the worldly success that I wanted, and I received it, but I wasn't happy, man.
Sure.
And I'll tell you a story, bro. And
let's go.
This is it's a deep. I haven't opened up as much about this, right? But when I moved to Joburg, I remember moved to Joburg and everything was going well, right? Career was going well, but man, I was so lonely. I was still staying at my previous place I was staying at, and man, I was so lonely. Like, all the finances, the bank account was healthy, the place looked very nice and whatever, but I wasn't happy, man. I was not, and that's why I say success is linked to happiness. I remember the one Saturday, this Saturday I was at my place and there was nothing going on in my life, and then I'm just chilling there at my place, and bro, I just started crying, man.
Sure.
I remember taking a blanket and like putting it over me and just weeping, bro. I'm weeping because I thought this is what I wanted. And I've received it, but I'm just not happy. Like, I would intentionally leave the office late. I'd leave at 8 o'clock on a Friday, just so I didn't want to go home and spend the Friday at home at night.
For sure.
So I'd leave the office very late so that I'd go home straight to go sleep.
Yeah.
Because I was so lonely and it was just nothing there for me, man.
Sure.
And that's the point where I was like, wow, like my definition of success really needs to change and be relooked.
Yeah.
This ain't it. You know, this ain't it.
And here's the thing, what changed there? Like, what was the thing that you realized? Did you realize that you had been chasing the wrong thing? Did you realize that you had to change the thing that you were chasing? Like, what changed there? Because obviously now you're in that moment where you're sitting alone. Mm-hmm. What was the catalyst there that was like, okay, maybe I need to switch my point of view?
It's two things. The first was that the feelings that I thought I would get from achieving everything that I achieved, I didn't get them. Like that joy and whatever, it faded away and was almost like, what's the next thing? So there wasn't that contentment and happiness. But the biggest thing that changed was Christ wasn't in it, man. Like, as I was doing this, like, God wasn't there, bro. I didn't include God in my journey.
Yeah, same.
I was doing it all on my own. I wasn't leaning on Him. I wasn't praying. I wasn't thanking Him for these things. That was like the biggest thing that
Sure.
I realized.
Yeah,
I was like,
for sure.
It's you need God there. You know what I mean? And because and I know I've gone through it. What does it mean for you, like with success and Christ being there in the journey, and what does that look like for you? You know what I mean?
So I think, yeah, firstly, like, bro, like, before I move on to what answering, I just want to say for you, thanks for being vulnerable, you know, and sharing that story, you know, and my hope is that what you've shared, bro, will be able to really resonate with someone, not only someone who's been there, but the person who hasn't been there and thinks that that's going to actually be the answer, you know, because I know Jim Carrey says a very similar thing. I think he was getting an Oscar or something, and he said, guys, I've achieved everything, I've got everything and everything, but I still feel empty.
Yeah.
You know, and more celebrities are saying that. So I just thank you for that, bro, because it's so real, so personal, you know. And so for me, really, I think, bro, that sense has looked a little bit different, you know, in terms of, like, you know, the achieving of their success and where that's led to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've always felt like I'm achieving for nothing.
Okay.
You know? You know, I'm almost like I'm doing so much and getting nothing out of it. You know, so like, and I think currently, let me use an example. We've just recently opened a company, right? You know, and we just started really getting into this. You know, we've got a garden service company that we've opened. And the mindset now is not necessarily, I want to make money and be wealthy and be rich.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a part of it. Like, don't get me wrong, right? But the shift there has been, Nico, you've chased the money for so long and you felt empty, you felt like it's got you nowhere. But now with this business that's opening, I'm going like, hey, I'm excited about this business. I'm excited to, you know, make money, build a team, learn stuff. But even more so, I'm excited for God to lead me as I do this business.
Okay.
You know? Like, I'm going like, bro, like, the fact that I get the privilege to call on the Creator for this sole purpose of a business, I'm going like, now that is worth working for, bro.
Sure.
You know, I will strive for that, because even in that, like, the business may fail and everything, but I can still go, you know what? God was with me. God made me. My character was growing as I did that. You know what I'm saying? As I built clientele with, you know, our business partners, it wasn't just a business transaction.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get to a client, you know, and when we interact, I want them to be like, the way Nico interacted with me was genuine.
Sure.
He loved me. He cared about me. He saw me as a human being.
Bro.
And you know what the bonus of that was that I wanted to use his services.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
services becomes a bonus, but you know what I mean? That interaction is first prize.
That's first prize, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then it no longer becomes now the status,
Yeah.
but that becomes my identity.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's good. Because I think that leads us to that next part of, like, identity. You know what I mean? Because what I'm hearing from you as well is, and I remember praying this prayer. I was like, God, let them see you through me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let people see you through me. Like, use me as a vessel more than anything. You know what I mean? And that identity part is so important, Nico, in terms of how you've just said it now. Because I think, bro, if we're not living for Christ, then there's not much we're living for. And there's not much if we're not doing it for the creator of the universe.
No, for sure, definitely. Because then again, the question then becomes, and I think this is always a question that I ask is, if you lose your success, your wealth, your validation, if you lose that, who are you? You know, does your success and how you've climbed the corporate ladder and does that determine who you are? Because, like, if it does, well then, who are you?
Yeah.
And I think this is really something like, almost like I want it to be a wrestle to someone listening right now. To go like, you know, you work so hard for this success, for this position, for it to get torn down, because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Who do you then become?
Yeah.
You know, because now all you've done is simply you've put your identity in your success.
Yeah.
And you haven't necessarily actually gone like, hey, who am I before all of it?
Yeah.
And out of that space, right? So I can say I'm a child of God.
That's it.
I'm valued.
Yeah.
Right? There's a God in this universe that sees me and goes like, bro, like, I back you.
Oh, you are worth dying for. Like, you are.
Let's just slow down, bro. I think that needs to sink in.
Yeah. Landed.
Like,
Ooh. Yeah.
dude, wait, me worth dying for.
Oh, miracle! I'm healed.
And that's exactly it, bro. And I think that it's so crucial that we attack that thing of identity before success.
Yeah.
Right? And success doesn't mean identity, because, man, let me ask you, if everything was stripped away from you,
Yeah.
what does that make you feel like? I mean, how to run me through that as someone being a Christ follower, as what did that make you feel like?
Yeah. The honest feeling is that it'd be, like, as you said that, and I'm imagining everything like falling away and whatever. There's nervousness around that. It's not easy, you know what I mean? Like, I can honestly admit to that. I don't want to portray an image of, I'll be like as good as, no. It wouldn't be as easy. Who is Iniso, first and foremost, before anything?
Yeah.
He's a child of God.
Sure.
That God deemed and saw as worth dying for. Sure. And that's my foundation.
Yeah.
If you strip away everything that I have today, what you will find that you can't strip away, even if you wanted to, is the fact that I am a child of God and I'm loved by Christ. Till this day, with all the mistakes I've made for 27, 28 years of my life, with all those mistakes, he deems me still as worthy to die for, and he still loves me. That's the foundation that no one can ever rip away from me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if all of that goes away, man, I can, despite the sadness and whatever that comes through, I will still say, God is good. God is good.
Yeah.
And it's that simple, man. God is good.
Yeah.
The world isn't there. God is good.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And,
Sure.
and I've always, and that's how I would answer. And I imagine the answer would be the same for you,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
What I want to touch on now is someone that says, hey guys, well done to you guys. That's nice. Like, for me, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I'm in the process of chasing this success that you guys are talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you just said now you opened up a business.
Sure.
And you know what I mean? You're the director in that business and right? Like, it's pretty big things. You know what I mean? So someone listening and saying, yo guys, that's not my reality. My reality is I'm living month to month. I'm living from hand to mouth.
Yeah.
And it's tough. Like, life is tough. Finances are tough right now.
Yeah.
That's not my... What do you say to that, bro?
It's real. That's real. I like it a lot. Firstly, what I say to that is, don't be fooled by the cover, right? Because I can tell you right now, life is not rosy. I don't know what the end of the month is going to look like.
And this is true for you right now.
Right now.
What you're saying is that's your reality right now that you're saying.
I don't know what the end of the month is going to look like for me. Like, am I going to have enough money for food? I've got expenses that I need to pay. Am I going to be able to pay them out? But I think I'm to the person, right, who's going like, I want to build something successful. I want to build an empire. I feel like I'm not there. I've got nothing. My thing to you, firstly, I want to say is you don't have nothing. You've always got something. Okay. A mentor once said to me, he's like, Nico, what has God given you? What do you have in your hands right now? And how can you use that? Because what God will do, if you can be entrusted with the little, God can bless you with much.
Yeah.
And so, bro, like for me, it's looked like this business. Dude, I resigned. I resigned from a place that I was working at because I was like, I want to start this business. It's a faith move. It's a faith move, right?
Yeah.
But like it required me first and foremost to forget and stop caring about what people think about me. I had to stop that completely. I had to stop getting people's validations or relying on people's validations.
Sure.
I had to drop my ego. I had to humble myself, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to put God at the center of this business and then work. Like, bro, the act of faith is exactly that. It's an act. It's a doing word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I can go, Lord, like, I'm having faith for the season of me building my business, but it requires me to work, you know?
There's an action there that's needed.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly it. I think sometimes we get twisted, you know, we think, oh, you know, we serve a God who created the universe, or I can say something and he does it. No. He can do that, but it requires action from us. And I think, you know, I think back, bro, we were chilling at a restaurant once with our mates, and a guy came through with this paper, bro, this tattered paper in a plastic sleeve, and he came to us while we were eating, right? He brings himself into this restaurant, and he says, guys, hey, listen, I do painting. I paint any buildings. If you need any paint work done, please give me a call. And, bro, the guy walked away, and I just said, he will do that.
Yeah.
What excuse do I have? You know what I'm saying?
Fair question, 100%.
He would not be able to do that if he cared about people's validation. If he cares what people said, because I'm sure there are people that would judge him and be like, dude, like, that's crusty.
Yeah, 100%.
How can you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I think for him, his thing is that he wakes up in the morning, and if he needs to walk the streets and tell every person that he sees about what he does, that is what he's going to do.
Sure.
You know, and I think that's what we need to do, bro. Like, it requires work. Faith requires work.
Yeah.
Faith requires action.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's not all good and rosy, bro. It's not all good and rosy, you know? And I'm still having faith that there will come a time where I can say I'm financially stable.
Yeah.
Where I can say, hey, you know what? We've got a team of like 10 people. You know, I pray that becomes something, but right now that's not it. But that doesn't mean I lose faith. That doesn't mean that I don't do what I've got a part to play in this, right? I think God's going like, I'm going to help you. I back you, but I need you to help me help you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to just sit there and then just like expect God to do everything.
Doesn't work like that.
Because, bro, like my dad always used to say this, bro, like easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think God's going like, hey, you've got work to do. But as you work, trust you me, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to open the right doors and I'm going to close the right doors, the wrong doors. And when I close them, look around.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the closed door.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just really just something that I just really think is like, it's so crucial. And I think just really something I want to ask you. Has chasing success, worldly success, has it drawn you further away from God, taken you further away from God, or has it brought you closer to God?
It did both. Chasing worldly success took me away from God.
Sure.
Because I was doing it on my own.
Yeah.
But then I got to a point, I almost like moved to such an extreme where I was like, okay, God is actually, I need God. So it then brought me closer to God. So it almost like chasing worldly success drove me away from God, only to bring me closer to God, because I realized that this journey wasn't worth it, or is not worth it without Christ in my life.
Sure. So like I want to prod it a little deeper. You said that happened. When do you remember it happening where you chased this worldly success, you chased the status,
the
fancies, and then you realized, oh flip, where's God now? You know, like I forgot. Like, could you have something there?
Yeah.
Like, you know, 'cause, we love to
No, 100%. I'll tell you this story, man. You know, like in corporate, this happens. Like, so if you guys work well, when you get nice bonuses, you know, like get nice bonuses or whatever. For me, I remember, and I was still staying at my previous place. We had gotten like good bonuses, whatever, and it was good. And I remember going to the stores, man. You know, like, you know, I'm going to the stores, I have my card with me, bro. And I remember I walked into Le Creuset pots, you know, the pots and the fancy.
Yeah. Made out of that special stuff. I don't know what it's called.
I'm laughing because some of them are still here. So, and
bear in mind, some of them are also just wrapped up.
They're still wrapped. But anyway, let's land the story. I went there and I bought these pots. I think I spent like 25,000 on pots.
Just
crazy. Pots.
Yeah.
Bro. And then as I got all of that, I remember getting home. I was so happy, you know. I put them up, you know, so people can see I have the pots, whatever. But I couldn't pay tithes. I couldn't pay my tithes. Tithes is like what we give 1/10 of our offering to God.
Sure.
And I couldn't pay that. But I could spend so much money on something as like meaningless as pots. I don't even cook that much. but I couldn't pay tithes to Christ, who equipped me and got me the job, who got me this. I couldn't do that. And that's the chasing the fancies and whatever, and forgetting who got you there. Like how,
Sure.
that's real, man. That's
flip.
So it hits me today, man.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I think you couldn't have answered the question better. It's such a real practical thing, you know. And I wanted to say, like, once again, bro, like, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know, because that is it's so real, and it's not even a flex, dude.
Yeah.
It's something that was so real.
Yeah.
And that you had to realize it, and then, you know, that drew you, and kind of, it was like,
yeah,
well, where's my creator? Where's the guy that got me here? And I can't even, like, give that to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so shot for that, bro. And I think really, you know, as we draw to a close, right? I think even, like, I want to have a reflection moment for you as a viewer, as a listener right now, you know, to kind of go like, maybe a twofold question I want to leave with you is, if the applause and the validation disappeared tomorrow, would you still pursue what you're pursuing?
Whoa.
Number one. You know, and secondly, are you building wealth or becoming whole?
Oh, building wealth or becoming whole.
Yeah. You know,
that's a powerful thought.
And then let that be something that you get to reflect on.
Yeah.
You know, because
sure.
I think, you know, this can go again. I think we need a part two.
Are we running our first part two?
No. I think we have to.
Part two. We need a part two for this. There's so much.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
so much to
you
this.
Know?
There's so much to
this. It's a
this.
twofold question, and now we've got a twofold series, bro. Like, we just got to go part one, part two.
Yeah,
and really just come back again and just really continue this.
And dive on practical things,
yeah,
man. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
100%, bro. No, it's exciting. And Nico, as we're closing, bro, like, one of the things that I've realized is maybe the gap isn't there to frustrate us. Maybe it's there to form us, bro. Like, the gap will be there. It's not there to frustrate us. But, like, how do we get formed in this gap?
This gap, hey, that's so good.
That's the reality, man.
Listen, on that stinger, on that wise nugget, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to say thank you. You guys have honestly been awesome. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you guys coming on this journey. And really, we hope that as a listener, as a viewer, that you would grow, that you would kind of tune in, kind of, you know, join us on this journey. And let's do this thing together, yeah?
Love it, man.
But I think we're obviously coming back for part two.
Part two is going to come through. Guys, thank you so much for listening to us and just for being in the journey with us. Really appreciate you. Have a good day.
Stay blessed.
Nice.